everybody, so SHAZIZZ here. What you're looking at is a sneak preview of my NEODYMIUM magnet accelerator that I talked about in the prior video. Been quite some time, but the original one had a circular deal like this right here. This one didn't work out so well because it got a kink in the 3/4 inch Neo ball, Neo sphere, or however you want to call it. It basically got jammed up in here, and you'd have to bump it every once in a while to get it gone. Well, so looked everywhere to try to find the proper tube. This tube right here is basically some U-shaped acrylic tube that you can get from aquarium deals. This is 7/8 inch diameter, inside diameter, and a 1 inch diameter on the outside diameter. Two of those, obviously, those were about $7 a piece on eBay. And I'm using one of these 30 amp motor controllers for RC cars to pulse the signal, basically the equivalence of how you would do it with a MOSFET flyback driver. So you replace that MOSFET right there, and it's the same exact connection on this right here. It has a midpoint ground right there, and so there's 20 turns of 14 gauge 14 AWG wire on this side, and 20 turns, and then another 20 turns. It's all basically equivalent to 40 turns. Of course, you see how I have to wrap them around those wood blocks right there. But on this side over here, I got 20 turns, and then right around the corner, there's only 15 turns because I ran out of the length of wire. Couldn't get the full 20 turns on that one, but it really doesn't matter. Anyway, using a little servo tester, and these things are like really sensitive when it comes down to trying to get them just right. You got to hit that sweet spot, and you'll get that magnet humming around inside there. And so, you know, with that said, it takes a little bit of patience once you got the thing set up in order to get it started. But the stand, my friend Justin made it with it at his wood shop. He's a cabinet maker. He helped me make this stand for it. This is the first prototype. Second run, I actually did a live stream on Twitch about it, and probably doing some more, because right now it's just a nifty little toy spinning a 3/4 inch Neo sphere through a tube. But what I want to show you that you can do with this is, you know, a little bit better. I think you're going to actually like that. But nonetheless, it's still wanted to show you this. My preference is so I can get a circular tube. I believe that'll work a whole lot better. And from that point on, leave some comments down in the description down there what you think about this deal right here, and what you think my plan is to do with it, because I fully intend on showing you something pretty cool with this thing. The capabilities that I believe we could do with it. But I asked my friend Russ over at RWG whether or not that would classify as a pulse motor. So I think maybe it might be. Who knows? I might enter one of his contests one of these days. But either way, what's going on here right now, basically, it may not seem that impressive, but I believe there's some really good, cool capabilities that you could actually do with this, kind of like some of the things that Lid Motor and them's been doing with little Neo spinners and stuff like that. So if you need take a screenshot of that, or I got it posted on the website. I'll try to post, if I remember, I'll try to post links to all this. These things, these little motor controllers on eBay, they're only like $3 or $4. Real cheap. The little what they call them, servo testers. Those are fairly cheap as well. The tubing, about $7 a piece. Not exactly sure how much I spent on the copper wire. Just I bought about 20 foot of it, and I've only used a section of that 20 foot to do this right here. And whatever the 3/4 inch neodymium sphere cost, really a low budget project. But I'm going to try to put these in kit form so that, you know, if anybody's interested and want to try to, you know, mess around with this particular project while I'm live streaming it and all that kind of stuff, then that'd be pretty cool. So with that said, that's about it. Just want to give you a sneak preview of it. This is the NEODYMIUM Magnet Accelerator. Actually version 2, but I kind of want to go back to a little bit of version 1. Like I said, I want that to be a perfect circle when it's spinning around. I think that'll help it, because it looks like it gets a long run and then it kind of slowed down a little bit in the corner, and then it'll catch up a little speed on the out of the corner. But if I get the circular tube, I think it'll scoot around there pretty good. I got a quote, $300 for a mold fee and about $170 per tube. This is why I did the cheap version, because it's just a hair out of my budget right about now. But if I can pull something off, I will try to get it. But I want to try to get them made as cheap as possible, durable of course, but as cheaply as possible, so that I can share them with everybody. You guys, gals out there, can try them out. So with that said, peace and love, everybody. Take care.